Hello, 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 friends. Mrs. Deveter here. Come on in. Join me for this chat. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Put who you are and where you are coming in from, and I will shout you out. And then I am going to bring on a very special guest joining me today. So come on in and join the party. Hello, hello, hello. Come on in, friends. Let me know who you are and where you are coming in from so I can shout you out. I am going to wait a couple of minutes until I get some friends here. Hey, Darcy from North Dakota. Hey, Mary. So glad you can join. Come on in, everybody. Let me know who you are. Hey, Z from Texas. So glad to see you. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Come on in. Let me know who you are and where you are coming in from. And then I will get the show on the road. Come on in. I'll give you 2 more minutes, and then I'm going to introduce my very special guest who is joining me today. I'm very excited. I'm always excited to have friends join me, hang out with me for a little while, a little different on a Tuesday instead of a Thursday. So I'm excited to be here. I want to share with you all some of the wonderful things that Furls is doing this holiday season. I'm sure that everyone has been receiving the amazing emails. And so we'll chat a little bit about that, and we'll talk some crochet foundry stuff. So we're gonna have a fun little couple of minutes together. So let me finish saying hello. So in the Stitch with Bix, hello to you, friend. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, girl. Can I what is it? You know, that little swirly thing? I'm gonna hypnotize everybody today. Marquita, hello. Thank you for joining. Francis, my friend in New Jersey. I'm so glad to see you all here. All right. I think we have enough people to get the party started. You know, I don't want to start with an empty room. Got to start with some folks in the room. So thank you all so much for joining this live, this Furls Live with me. I am Mrs. Deveter, and I felt kind of hoodie-ish today. So I'm wearing my Furls hoodie. I love this hoodie. It was designed by one of the amazing ladies on the Furls team last year. And so every time I feel like I need a little hug, I put this hoodie on. So today, my very special guest is an amazing crochet designer. She has a pattern in the Crochet Foundry magazine for the winter issue, and I am so pleased and so excited to introduce Jessica Herr to the live. We're going to talk a little bit about her pattern. We're going to talk a little bit about all the sales that are going on the Furls Crochet site. So please come in and give Jessica a hand and welcome her to the party. Hey,
hi.
Jessica.
Thank you so much for having me.
You are so welcome. I think we were supposed to talk for the fall magazine, and that fell through. But I'm so happy that you had some time today to come on and hang out with me for a little while. So tell the audience a little bit about you, who you are, and what you do.
So my name is Jessica Herr. I'm a crochet designer. I own Herr Stitches. And I primarily design crochet like sweaters and cardigans. I actually made my very first scarf the other day. So I'm kind of doing things backwards. Like I'm making like garments first, and then I'm trying to like make accessories as well. So I've been crocheting since I guess I was like 10 when I learned. Kind of took a break, rediscovered it like 2 years ago. And then I started my Instagram page and just decided to jump into designing for fun. And I absolutely love it. It's amazing. I'm from Philadelphia. And I am a neuroscience graduate student at UPenn.
All right, UPenn. Okay, so wow. First of all, neuroscience.
What's going on?
Like, wow. That's first of all. Double wow is you started with cardigans and sweaters. Like how? Well, I mean, you're a brain person, so that makes sense.
You know what it was? Have you guys ever seen Janine Miska, I think is her last name, from Knits and Knots? I saw her designs and I was just like, I can't. Like, I'm obsessed with them. And I always talk to my husband, and I'm always like, I'm obsessed with Mitts and Knots. Like, her designs are so good.
Mhm.
And she had this like rosebud raglan, it's called.
Okay.
Um, and it was made with Lion Brand jeans yarn. And I saw that, and somebody I knew was like, would you be able to make this but like in a cardigan a couple years ago? And I was like, I can try. Like, and then after that I just started designing.
Now, here is the question that I ask all the designers. Did you gauge first?
I do. I gauge first. I will say my first few gauges were terrible because I like didn't understand, like I would make the gauge, but I just because I made it doesn't mean I measured it properly.
Ah.
And so then I would like basically like measure too small, I think. And then I would
Mhm.
make these sweaters and they would be like this big. And I'd be like, what happened? Like, I gauged.
Happened? What happened here?
Yeah. And I like
Yeah,
could not explain it for the longest time. And then I realized I just measured everything wrong, just wrong.
I love it. So definitely a proponent for the gauge swatch. I see. Okay, that's
Yes.
cool. Tell us a little bit about your pattern that's in the Crochet Foundry magazine.
So it is called the Bonfire Snuggles hoodie.
Mhm.
It's made with We Crochet Billow yarn, it's called. It's a weight 5, like bulky yarn. So it works up really quickly.
Okay.
And it's actually like just made with single crochet. So it's like a very like meditative project.
Okay.
And it's like the construction that like makes it into a hoodie. So I am obsessed with a hoodie. I've never made a hoodie before this.
Okay.
It's super cozy. It has like a functional hood with like hood strings. It has a front pocket as well. It's just like super warm and cozy. I love
I
it.
love that. When I looked at it, I was like, oh yeah. And then it's the first pattern. So I was like, oh, okay, a hoodie. You can make a hoodie. And of course, then I read down and I saw your gauge, and I'm like, man, I gotta do a gauge. But I'm gonna
God forbid.
I always get in trouble and I always get yelled at. You know, it's my thing. I'm gonna make a hoodie that says no gauge for me. That's and then Pam and Lorene are gonna have my neck. But hey, you know, you can do whatever. I'm
Yeah,
so
doesn't
excited
matter.
for this. Pattern is super cool. It looks really, like you said, simple to make, single crochet, very meditative. I love hoodies too. As you can see, this is a hoodie that I have on today. So I'm really excited to get into that pattern and really like do it. I'm excited.
Yay! Thank you so
I'm
much. Yeah, it
excited.
was so fun to make. Like I was like sitting there and I was like you ever just like crochet something
Mhm,
and it's just like the whole time is just like enjoyable.
mhm.
And then like you're making other things and like you're just like, "Oh, I
This
hate
is
every part
not
of this." But
fun.
like this was not that. Like it was just so relaxing
Mhm.
and fun. But
Cool.
some of the stuff I'm working on now, not so fun.
Not so fun. What kinds of things are you working on now?
So I really wanted another hoodie, but I wanted to make it in like a kind of a different version, but make it with Fable fur yarn from We Crochet. And it's,
You
I love
are
it.
adventurous. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
It's so hard. Like,
Feeling
because you
the
can't see. Yes.
right. I was talking to, I feel like it was Crystal or Pam, and we were talking about yarn. And I was like, well, how do you see the stitches? They were like, you don't, you just feel them. So you have to feel the stitches. And what happens if
Yes.
you skip a stitch or you put too many stitches in one stitch?
You go back. It's literally like every like you know how usually like you can kind of get into a rhythm like and
Mhm,
you're just like going row by row. Maybe every like 10 rows you'll like
mhm,
double check to make sure that everything's right.
mhm.
But with the Fable fur, every single row I have to stop and like feel every single stitch
Yeah.
and be like, whoops, I missed one, and then like pull it out and go back. It
Yeah.
takes
So wait, so
forever.
you're making your hoodie in Fable, the whole thing, or just like the
The whole thing. I
girl?
wanted like, have you ever seen like from stores, they have like they're called like teddy
Yeah.
jackets, like they're like Sherpas, and they look
Yes.
like so soft. And I was like, you know what? Like this would be like the coziest thing ever. Like just like really fuzzy and nice.
Uh-huh.
So I could only work on it for like a half hour every night because I can't sit there and count for so long.
Listen, yeah, that's a lot. That is a lot. Now, I have to tell that our viewers, and thank you again, guys, so much for joining me. Chris says that she's so funny. When I talk about gauge, Chris always has a solution for me. She's like, I thought I wanted, she says, here's the secret to gauge. Just make the
Oh my
item and
god,
find a person who fits. I love that. And when we
that's
were,
perfect.
you know what I'm
I love
saying?
it.
Just find the right person that can fit the item. Don't worry yourself. Now I have to remind everyone that we are having a sale. As you know, got to do my sales pitch. We are doing BOGO on the beautiful peppermint hook. Now, what size hook did you have to use for your hoodie?
Um, for I think for the
Is it?
Billow one, it's a 6,
Is it?
a
Yeah,
6 millimeter. Yeah,
yeah. I think she uses
it's like
6
a, it's
millimeter.
yeah,
Big one. It's a nice
a
chunky.
big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a chunky one.
So right now we have our peppermint hooks on sale. Buy one, get one free while supplies last. I just saw an email that said that they are 50% sold out. So if you are interested in a buy one, get one on these beautiful peppermint hooks, please go to the website. You know how to get there. Y'all are already fans. Go to the website and hook yourself up with this beautiful, beautiful hook. You know, we are doing I believe we still have some sales going on the site, 20% off, 30% off when you buy a certain amount. There are amazing sales happening on the Furls site right now. So go and get you some stuff. Go and get your Crochet Foundry magazine if you're interested in this beautiful, beautiful hoodie that Jessica made. What's it called, Jessica?
It's called the Bonfire Snuggles hoodie. My husband came up with the name. I couldn't think of
Oh,
anything.
I love it. Get the whole family involved. I'm putting the
Oh, he
link.
comes up with like most of my names because every time I'm like, what does this make you think of?
I love that. I think that's so cute. Get the whole family involved in the
Oh
crochet
yeah.
projects. You know, get everybody involved. I know people using their kids as their models. You know, just use everybody. Just get the whole family involved. That's what we do. I put the link for the magazine in the comment section. So everybody, please go and get your edition of this magazine. You don't want to miss out on it. You can use code WINTER21 to save 20% off of an annual subscription. Use WINTER21 to save 20% off an annual subscription. And you will get your magazines. I mean, it's super easy, downloadable. You know, they're beautiful. And like I always say about the Crochet Foundry magazine, is it size inclusive. So your pattern is how many sizes?
9 sizes.
9 sizes, y'all.
And 9 sizes. Yes.
9 sizes. Everybody wears
Yes.
a hoodie, right? Grandma,
Everyone.
auntie, boyfriend, husband, daughter, son, the dog. Everybody is wearing a hoodie these days. So go ahead and grab this edition of the magazine and you will get this beautiful pattern by Jessica Herr. I love it. I think it's so pretty. I need to go find some yarn to make it. Did you have to use a lot of yarn? I love how in the magazine they give you the different price points that you can get yarn. How many balls of yarn did you use for the model?
I believe it was 8 balls of yarn. So it wasn't a ton. And it was funny because I guess in my head I always think like I'm gonna use like way, way, way more yarn than I actually am. So I
Okay.
think I asked for like 15 balls of yarn, and then I was like, oh no, what have I done? Why do I
I don't
have
need
so
this
much
much.
extra? I don't need this much. So you really don't need that much yarn. I think it's like the bulky weight yarn. It just like works up like super
Super
quickly.
fast.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. I'm so excited for you. Have you looked at any of the other patterns in the magazine that you're like, oh, I'm going to make that? Which one caught
Okay.
your eye?
So I absolutely love the Cloak Again
Mhm.
by Victoria Barrett.
Okay.
It has like it's basically like this long like white cardigan,
Mhm,
and then it has like fable fur
mhm,
on the like kind of like on the edging of it. Like it's all like trimmed in fable fur, and it's
mhm.
just so pretty. I love it so much.
I think you're liking fur these days, Missy.
Yeah, I'm very like into that this season.
But I'm just scrolling the magazine to see this pattern. I
It's
am like
so pretty.
everything is just gorgeous in here, and they have so many. So it's 11 modern winter designs. I love it. It's romance is the theme. It's just a beautiful magazine. If you all have not gotten it yet, I highly encourage everyone to use the link and go ahead and get your copy of this magazine. You will not regret it. I'm telling you, there are patterns in here for everybody. And they're absolutely gorgeous. Is this your first time being published in a magazine, or have you been published before?
So the fall issue of Crochet Foundry was my first,
Okay.
and then this is my second, and then third will also be Crochet Foundry in the spring, and
Woo!
fourth will also be Crochet Foundry in the summer.
Look at you becoming a staple in the Crochet Foundry magazine.
Thank you. I'm so
Oh, girl.
excited.
I'm so excited for you. I'm always telling people, not only is Crochet Foundry size inclusive, but they're designer inclusive. They want everybody. They want to see what people are making. And, they've recently started doing some accessories as well. So I encourage the viewers, everybody who's viewing, if you're a designer and you're interested in submitting your patterns, definitely reach out to Crochet Foundry. I think it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth
I
it.
yeah,
I was going to say,
I
how was
totally
your
agree.
experience?
Oh my gosh, amazing. So actually what happened was like I guess God, this was a long time ago at this point because they like picked the designers way earlier
Way
before like
ahead.
the
Mhm.
magazine is even published. So almost a year ago at this point. I didn't really have that many followers, so I didn't really think like, oh, I would like qualify for something like that. But then somebody that follows me, I guess Crochet Foundry had like a submission call, and it was like tag any designers that you think would like to like apply. So somebody I didn't even know tagged me in it. And then I was like, "Oh, like what is this magazine?" And so I like looked into it a little bit more, and they had the submission call for the fall 2020 issue. So I was like, I guess like I'll submit something and see if I can get it. And then I did, and I like got chosen. So then like a few months later, I messaged the person on Instagram, and I was like, I just want to say like thank you so much for tagging me in that. I never would have like even thought to do that. Like I really appreciate it. So even if you don't design, if you know of any like small designers that, might not know about the magazine, tag them in it because I know in my case, I'm so thankful that that person did that.
Oh, that's awesome. And congratulations again. Francis wants to know if they have any home decor in the magazine this time around. I don't know off the top of my head, Francis, but
I know they have 2 blankets.
okay, right. That's right. So we
Yeah.
definitely have blankets. I'm just quickly looking at the magazine to see what I see. I see a hoodie and a cardigan and a top, a throw, sweater, cardi cloak. I think that's such a cool name. A cardi cloak, a poncho. Yeah, so it's 2 blankets in the magazine this time around. What types of if you're looking for home decor, like what kinds of home decor, everybody, are you interested in seeing in the magazine? That might be something we can definitely pitch to the Crochet Foundry team. So Francis, if you have anything specific that you'd like to see in the magazine, let us know. If I know you're a designer, so is there something you want to design? You could submit. You never
Yeah,
know what
I could submit something. Especially now that I'm trying to get into like things other than just sweaters.
Right? Look at
Yeah.
you making scarves and stuff.
I know. My very first scarf, I didn't have to make a gauge or anything. I just made it. Like I was just done. And it was so magical that I didn't have to like gauge. And that was the first time. And I was like, where's this been all my life? Why did I jump in at garments? And then now I'm going backwards.
You see there? Listen, you did the hard stuff first, so everything else is going to be easy peasy, except for working with fur. Now, that's a whole nother situation.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Now,
One day I will finish that.
How did you make the string for your hoodie?
Oh, so the string. Now looking back, I should have used like, I don't know, like a lucid fork or like something to make like the string. But so I regret that because all I did was I just like crocheted a chain and then just did a single crochet down.
Okay.
And then I was like, that was like how I made the string. And then I made tassels for like the ends and like sewed them on to the end so that way it had like a fun thing. But you could make like pom-poms, or like one of my testers just did like cute little knots at the end. So like you can really, let your imagination run wild. And you could use a lucid fork instead.
You can use a lucid fork. You know me, I'm a little salesperson here. This beautiful maple lucid fork just came out on the 27th. So this is a new color of the lucid fork. I have the teak one as well.
So
and they're
pretty.
beautiful and so functional. I always say that Furls crochet products are not just beautiful, but they are functional. So yeah, if you want to make this hoodie, I recommend you use our lucid fork to make the string for it. Makes it nice and easy, and it's really sturdy when you make the string with the lucid fork. So yeah, I encourage everyone, if you haven't already, go and get your lucid fork. We now have it in maple. It's so pretty. And remember that our beautiful peppermint hooks are BOGO, and you just use I think it's Peppermint BOGO. That is the code that you want to use. But if you go to the website, it's right on there. And if you are not, you need to be receiving our emails. Tell the people to receive the emails, girl. They're good.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
You got to be on the email list. You have to be. Yeah. There's so much in there. I love it so much. The Furls crochet hooks are like mind-blowingly good. I'm obsessed with them. I don't know how I didn't use them for the longest time.
Which one do you like the most right now? Because it changes.
So I'm obsessed with the Streamline resin in Cafe. I have a whole set of those, and I have the box that you can get to store them all.
The collector's box.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So I am obsessed with those because I love coffee, so it reminds me of that, and I love that. I've also used the Odyssey, the Alpha, the Streamline Wood as well. And they're all so good. They all have different reasons of why you would like using them. So the Odyssey is the Odyssey is actually what I use to make the Bonfire Snuggles hoodie. It's a bit heavier, and you can just really get into the yarn, and it's really good. But I love the Streamline resin. It's so just it's just amazing to use.
I love it. Thank you. Another Jennifer, thank you so much for putting up what the code is. It's BOGO Mint. I don't know where I was getting peppermint mint. I don't know, but it's BOGO Mint. So thank you, Jennifer, for posting that for everyone. Definitely, yeah. Right now, because I'm making dolls, I'm using my Odyssey hooks, and I just got my Iris hook. It's so
Ooh,
pretty.
those are so pretty.
It's
I've been
so
looking at the pictures
pretty.
of those.
Oh my
Oh my
goodness.
gosh.
It is just beautiful, beautiful hook. So I have to use 3 different sizes. So I'm using my iris, I'm using my lime, and I'm using my turquoise. They don't go together in the picture, but
Oh my gosh.
those are the
Just
hooks
really
that I'm
using them all.
like. They don't work in a picture, but I just love them. I love the Odyssey hooks for Amy. It because the stitches are so tight and you're using smaller hooks. It just makes the most sense with Amy. So yeah, I absolutely love my Odyssey hooks. But then, like you said, when you're working on other things, you might want to use your streamline resin, or you might want to use your streamline wood. I just love that Furls has so many different options.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Right? You're not just pinned down to one thing. There's so many options. And I know that in the magazine, I believe Lorene has an article about hand health, and how using these hooks are so helpful for your hands. So yeah, I encourage, again, everybody watching, they are Furls Crochet folks. And I appreciate all of you guys. But definitely, if you haven't already, go and get your BOGO peppermint using the code BOGO Mint. Get your Crochet Foundry winter issue. You don't want to miss out on it. Jessica has a beautiful pattern.
Thank you.
And it's the first pattern. I was going through, I was like, oh, it's the first one. It is a super cute hoodie, and it's in 9 sizes, everybody. 9 sizes. Okay, you can make one for everybody. You can make a small for somebody, medium, large, extra large, all the way up. You can make it for everybody. I am so glad that you were able to join me today, Jessica.
Yay! I'm so glad you had me.
Yeah, of course. Share with the audience how they can find you on social media, and I'll type it into the comment section.
Amazing. So on Instagram, you can find me at her.stitches.
On IG at HERRSTI. I can't spell
with
it.
a dot after her. HERR and then a period and then STITCHES.
Okay. Follow Jessica on IG. All right.
Yay. Perfect. And then you can go to my blog. It's herstitches.com, all one word. And then yeah, those are pretty much the main things. Yeah. If you go to my blog, you can subscribe to my newsletter. I send coupons. Yeah, please subscribe. I send out coupons and all sorts of fun stuff. So if you like any of my other patterns, subscribe and you'll get a 30% off any one of my patterns.
Ooh. Now, what types of I did something wrong. What types of patterns do you have on your site?
So right now they are mostly pullover sweaters, turtlenecks, and cardigans. And they're like, I will say like they're like 90% crochet, and like I have a few beginner knitting sweaters on there as well. But I only know how to do the stockinette stitch, so they're very beginner friendly because I can't knit that well.
I need to go and check them out because I can't knit either. I've been trying, and Lord knows it just doesn't work for me. Just does not work for me. Thanks, Ola Joe, for posting her website for me.
Thank
Really,
you.
You know what I love about this community, Jessica? I don't know if you've experienced this. Well, you have. How helpful everybody is. Like, I don't want to say I'm surprised, but I'm always surprised, pleasantly surprised how helpful everybody in this community is. Even though you crochet, I crochet, all these people, everybody watching crochets, we all can learn something from one another, and we're always helping each other. And I just love that. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you to you, Jessica, for even being available, making yourself available to come and chat with us today. Thank you to the audience for being here and listening and engaging and giving your suggestions. And I love the fiber community. I feel like, especially, I love my knitters, but especially the crochet community is very inclusive, very considerate, very, everybody wants to share and help. And, oh, I did it this way. Oh, I did it that way. Oh, let's try a combination of this. I just always feel that in this community. So I just wanted to say that. Do you feel the same way, Jessica?
I feel exactly the same way. Like I would remember being like so nervous when I started my Instagram like a couple years ago. And then like I found that everybody was just like so nice and helpful, and it really made all the difference because it's like it's you guys that make like Crochet Foundry and Furls what it is, because like everybody is inclusive and helpful, and like even you guys showing up like right now to like talk to us is like super fun, and it's like what keeps me going. Like it's just like so helpful. And I've even like met like virtually some like people that I met like through my Instagram, so it's like a way to like make friends and like support your business, and I just like I'm obsessed. I love it so much.
Me too. Me too. I'm glad I'm not the only one, because sometimes I'm like, is this really happening? Like, are these people really sincere? Do they mean this? But I believe that they are sincere, and I believe that they really feel the way they do when they talk about the Furls brands, when they talk about Crochet Foundry, and when they talk about me. Like when I see people come back to my lives every time I go live, I'm just like, they really like me.
Oh my god.
So it's really nice, especially in this day and age, to be able to do something that you love and include everybody in it. So it's really cool. Just wanted to say that. I always try to say a little bit something. But I'm really, really thankful for everybody in this community. I'm glad that you guys came and hung out with Jessica and I today. I hope you have taken advantage of the BOGO Mint. Buy one, get one free on the Peppermint Hooks. I hope you have purchased your Lucette fork. If you haven't already, you need to go and do that. And I especially hope that everybody goes and gets their Crochet Foundry Winter Edition. Sign up for the annual magazine. You get 20% off when you use the code Winter21. Anything else you want to share with the folks, Jessica?
That's it. Yeah, get the magazine. If you guys make the Bonfire Snuggles hoodie, or even like my one from the past issue, just email me if you have any questions. There's even like the Facebook group, the Crochet Foundry Makes.
Yes.
Post it in there if you have any questions, or if you don't have any questions and you just want to say, hey, I made the Bonfire Snuggles hoodie. Look at this. Like, please share it. I would love to see it. I love seeing my designs out there. So I would really appreciate it.
Yay. Now, Jessica, do you have like 15 more minutes? Because I'm going to go over to Instagram. Would love for you to join me.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh, cool. Yay. Well, guys, if you want to join us on Instagram, feel free to come on over. I'll go on at like 1:45. Does that work for you, Jessica?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we'll go on Instagram at 1:45. We'll hope to see you guys there. Thanks again for joining us. This has been another live with Mrs. Deveter and Furls Crochet. Thank you, Jessica. See you in a few minutes. Bye. Everyone. Have a great day.